What do you do when you want to present a run of summer musicals, but all of the theaters are closed? For Summer Stock Stage in Indianapolis, the answer was go virtual.
I wish I could go back to college. How do I go back to college?
Faced with the cancellation of its summer season due to health restrictions, artistic director Emily Ristine Holloway looked for a way to engage her young performers, yet protect everyone's health.
We were all hopeful that maybe this would end a little bit sooner, but the reality of it is that even if we could gather, singing is really dangerous. It's as dangerous as coughing or sneezing.
So instead of taking productions to the stage, the decision was made to produce a short season of videos instead.
We knew that we could produce something, but I think the fact that the students saw what we were doing and knew that they were going to be part of something that was really good and special, I think encouraged more and more of them to become involved.
The creative team for Summer Stock and its young professional troupe Eclipse consisted of a core group: artistic director Holloway, music director Mike Ronick, and choreographer Cherry Jaffe.
Then we all sing stories of stillness, of people not moving. And
the rehearsals would take place on Zoom.
When things turn out too strange,
and it would require a new creative member. NYU senior Joey Mervis, who normally would be performing on stage, would help visualize the performances.
But you gotta have heart and music. You gotta have heart and music. Heart and music, get along. You gotta have.
The selections reflected the wistful mood of the season, mirroring the missed opportunities of the spring and summer.
Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me?
The process is anything but typical for musical theater.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Cherry records the moves that need to be recreated.
Step, click, step, click. Again.
So it's just been incredibly fun and something I never imagined I would enjoy, working from my own home with my camera, my telephone, and then creating such beautiful pieces of art.
Mike sings the parts for each vocal role for the performers to follow.
And so I apologize in advance for my ridiculous falsetto. It's all me singing the whole thing.
And then the young actors record themselves at home.
And basically what happens is you have an individual track for every video that's sent in. So if we have 37 kids that sent in a video, then we have 37 tracks.
Yeah, I will say I'm very thankful for my trusty laptop here. I think I have put it through a lot more than I ever expected that it could do in terms of the video that it handles. You know, I guess I'm sort of a glutton for punishment when Emily came with this idea and said, we're going to do 6 videos over 6 weeks, and the kids are going to submit their videos by Thursday, and you can turn them around by Sunday, right?
With each performance, they stretched creatively, adding more voices, more instruments, and more sophisticated staging. By the season finale, everyone was ready for an extravaganza.
We still did something really beautiful together, even though we never left our homes. And so I think that really speaks to the magic of music and dance, that we could still do that.
As they wrapped the virtual season, there was a sense of meeting a daunting challenge with creativity and succeeding.
And it was thrilling to see that an idea came from my head and that it came on screen, that they worked on that from their home, and it was all put together so beautifully.
And there was also a shared wish. Let's never have to do it this way again.
It's definitely not ideal. Like, I think there are some companies that are realizing like, oh, this work from home thing, we'll just keep doing this. We will never, ever do this. We will never rehearse like this for 1 second longer than we have to. What you see on your screen, the magic of that is that we didn't experience it personally.
I am really proud of these videos. I'm really proud of the process. but also there have been times where watching them has actually been very difficult for me, because I get sad watching kids sing by themselves in their room in what should be a thing that we all sing together. Painful might be too strong of a word, but might not be. It's very hard to watch everybody do what is supposed to be at its core collaborative, and we're making it as collaborative as we can. But when you watch them, you know, singing in their bathroom by themselves, it's just not how it's supposed to be.
So it is kind of equal parts sad and rewarding, but you know, at the same time, it has been such a cool test for us. It's been such a cool process of collaboration and creativity and growth. I'm just hopeful that we can bring the joy and the freedom and the expression and creativity that we have all found in this process, and try to keep that going in whatever ways possible as we make it through this crazy, crazy world.